Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Dragons and humans to the Hangout for Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hello, Samurai Warfare. I'm joined by none other than another Spyro expert. You know how they call in experts when there's like trials and stuff and they're in court and stuff? If I had to call somebody to stand for Spyro, it's Kitty Gabbard. So welcome.
What's up? Very glad to be here.
So very excited to be playing Spyro, the remake. I was playing the other night. I got to play a couple hours the other night, and it just was so surreal that like some of these things that like there was rumors, we didn't know if it was happening, there was leaks, there was all this stuff happening. Can we see it? Who's making it? And then to finally be playing it the other night, I was like, this is the thing that we like freaked out about. Like and that's with every game, but this one definitely. Good evening. Have you heard about the big Sony E3 news? We will get into that a little bit later. We'll talk a little bit about that. But there were some bombshells dropped today. So we're going to continue. So I was just telling Kenny, I'm playing these in order. So we'll be playing Spyro the Dragon, the first one tonight. Mostly. Maybe I'll return and we'll do the other ones. But my order that I liked them, and maybe you have your own kind of ranking of this, but as a kid, from what I remember, 3 was definitely my favorite. Then Spyro 1, and then Spyro 2.
Yep.
Is that your
1, 2?
Yeah. 3 just has the skateboarding in it. I think I will come back. I want to talk through some of that in Spyro 3. There's some classic moments in that.
Oh my gosh, this looks beautiful. This is the first time I've seen it. I haven't got to play mine yet.
Yeah.
Because I have obligations on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. And so I have not gotten the chance to sit down and play this yet.
So what's really cool is first I'm going to show you this. So this is the main like world, the overworld of the levels. This one is I forgot the name of it, Peacekeeper's World. So I want to go over here and show you something. This is something me and Zach talked about the other night when we were playing Medieval's Hangout. We were unsure if you remember. What these guys did. So they would run and hide in the tent. Do you remember from the old one? Now, do you remember what they would do? They would, if you flame the tents, we were like, are they going to keep it in the new one? Yeah, they still flash you. They still will do that. They kept that in.
I forgot that they did that.
And so I was just so jazzed. But I saw that, I was like, because I was like, are they going to keep that? Like, because that was like kind of crappy graphics back then. I was like, nope, there's the little monster's butt and stuff. So very happy that they kept true to that. But everything is so true to this, and before I forget, I want to go also into, I think our next world. We'll get started on the next world I have to go to.
I can't get over how freaking good this looks.
I think I did this one, Dry Canyon. Yeah, and then what's this one right here? Cliff Down, which I did. Yeah, they did a great job, like graphically and stuff. I think they nailed it. I'm really happy. Things look like. So we'll go down here. This is our next place, Ice Cavern. Now
I remember this.
This might be one of those flying ones because there's like a flying in each one that you kind of have to do.
I don't think this is a flying one. I might be wrong.
Same, but Jack 3 is my favorite. I've never heard people say they like Jack 3 the best, but I had a good time with 2 and 3, Jack and Daxter. Is this a flying one? I think it is. Oh, no. It's a normal one. So they have ones where you're kind of flying around.
This is the one, those big dudes. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the one, there's like a hockey rink in this level.
Oh, I think, yeah. Everything's kind of coming back to me. Like it just downloads in my brain and I remember all this stuff like quickly once I get into it. But
you want to know what's funny? This is kind of a weird side note. I had a dream, and I just remembered this, about this game last night.
Yeah.
And the DLC, there was DLC to it. And that was the only way to get those egg bandits, the ones that...
Oh, yeah.
Those weren't in the original version of the game that came out, and the DLC was for that, and I was so ticked off about it because I wanted to chase those guys.
Yeah. Those, oh, frick. I died. Well, that was dumb. Oh, unfinished game. Right there. Went through the wall. One thing I was talking with Zach about with these kind of PS1 remasters, Crash Bandicoot, there was still the challenge. Like, that game was challenging to begin with. But with this game, a little bit of medieval to a point, but like, these old games were made for a different time. You know what I mean? They didn't have as much like kind of complexity to them, which I enjoy, but I didn't know if I was going to be playing like getting into this and it being too easy, you know?
Yeah.
But those guys are kind of hard to get, those egg guys or whatever. There still is the simplicity, like the levels, but I kind of like it because I'm playing Red Dead right now and all these open freaking world games. Like, I like just going in these levels, collecting these gems, and I'm out in like less than 10 minutes usually on each of these levels, but I'm still collecting all the gems. I'm 100% in everything. Yeah. That's the way I did as a kid.
Word of caution, everyone. Wait until you grow big. Yeah, like me. Before charging those large enemies.
All the dragons are really animated. They all have their own like voice actors, just like in the old one and stuff. So it's fun just to see the different. You don't know what's going to pop out. Like, you don't know what dragon's going to pop out. Did you have any input lag? I've not noticed any. Are there people complaining about that? I forgot to mention. So right off the bat, I didn't keep up with like what the details about the game. I wanted to just kind of see this kind of fresh, like all these levels.
I've done that.
That's how I am with every game. But I did not know. It was really cool to see. It's cool just to see these levels. I didn't know how they were going to redo them. I think they did a beautiful job. If you go in the pause menu, there are some cool extras here. One thing they did add, and I'll probably do these as kind of like almost like mini achievement kind of things, but they added skill points. So there's like, you can burn a hidden, you can reach the tricky platform. Like, there's different stuff. They kind of added another thing that wasn't in the original. Pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't take away from anything, so extra little thing. But here's the good stuff. You can change the controls to the original. There's the original retro controls.
Is it not by default?
Yeah, it's the newer. You have to change it to the retro, but the retro, all that does is kind of change. Like, I just remember controlling the camera with the shoulder buttons because there was no analog stick support with one. I don't believe.
No, the original one I played on, didn't have the analog sticks.
I don't think any of those PS1 games there was no.
It came out
for third person games. I don't think they were smart enough, or I think it was because they didn't know how many people had the dual analog. You know what I mean? So they had to make it to where
we had one that was just without it, and then one that ended up coming out that we got that had the analogs, but I don't remember if it.
Maybe Spyro 3 did, but I just remember kind of just the camera always being behind you. So that's another thing is. The camera you can do is active and passive. On default, it's passive, meaning it's just you have to keep moving that around. On active, it keeps like when you're
it just follows you.
It kind of follows you a little bit better. So I've actually turned that on because that's like the original. Another thing is I didn't even know this. I was like, whoa! You can change. They have all the music from that they've redone with enemies, the sounds in the levels, the sound effects is reignited, but you can also change that to original. So I was in the Peacekeeper level, and those guys, like when you hit them, like they make that sound or whatever, and that was in there, and I was like, oh, I'm loving this. So we'll change it to this is the original sound. Everything's original, as it was on PS1. So it's more simple. It's that more simple. Whereas on this, if you change it to reignited, I'll go and find another of those guys. It's more like, you know what I mean? They have more data to work with, so now we'll change. You heard that kind of thing. We'll change the sounds to reignited. See how it's more vocal, but it's cool. I kind of played with it for a little bit on the original. Just I I thought that was I didn't know they were gonna do that. So pretty
That's
neat. Pretty neat. But yeah, what I was saying with like Crash and the simplicity, like Crash was Crash, like it's 2D and 3D. You know what I mean? You can't change that much. But like, I didn't know if this was too simple for crowds now. You know what I mean? New players, but I think I want to hear from like newer people kind of playing it that hadn't played the original. I kind of feel like this might be something that young kids or people played the original. I don't think like if you're an adult, I'm not sure how much you'll be into this really, but maybe you'll still like it. But I'm having a good time returning to it. But package seems perfect except for the download.
Spyro, some big orcs up ahead are wearing armor. In the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
So yeah, it's still got that like what I loved as a kid. Like they're kind of hand holding you in some ways, but there's still some challenge to be had. Yeah, about the freaking package. This is the one thing I'm pissed off about. This was unbelievable.
How much of the game is on the disc?
It's possibly the worst. I remember these for some reason. These poles out here with these gems on it in the Ice Cavern level. Oh, probably because it's. I can't remember how to get to them. Oh, you have to bash them, I bet. Yeah.
How much of the game is on the disc?
10 gigabytes.
And, how
And
big
the
is
download is like 55, 60 gigs. That is like the worst case we've had this generation.
Is there a reason why?
It's basically an always online. I mean, you need online connectivity to play this game. If you, in order to download the rest of it, because you only are downloading 10 gigs. That's what's on the disc. So you can't play the game unless you connect at least once to the internet.
Is that because the disc couldn't hold?
I think that they did not have this game done in time.
And so they fixed it.
And they just started pressing copies of what they had at that time and finished up the rest of it. I think something went wrong, and
that does kind of suck.
Instead of just
But we got it.
Yeah, we got it. The game is fun, but shame on them. Like big time shame on them. So I found myself using the right analog, but I just remember really just liking to do this. You know, you press L2 to like, or like I would always like kind of start doing the charging attack or whatever, but to get the camera to go the right way. But another good thing in Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy also did this in their remake. I'm using the D-pad. I'm using the D-pad on that. I like using that original control scheme. What's down there? Death.
Whoa. I love that it leaves your paw prints in the ground on the ice.
Didn't have that in the original. Also, they have whatever color Sparks is the color of that. Because I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it's changing.
That's pretty cool.
Mark my words, a next gen version will come out with all 3 games on the disc.
Probably.
I would say yeah. If it's not all streaming.
I don't want to go to an all-streaming world. I like physical copies of games.
The developers of this game don't.
Yeah, I know that.
So I think that was the biggest bummer I've had.
That is gonna suck because when I go home tonight and pop it in and want to play,
and it's
you're gonna have to wait an hour.
And if the PS6 is out, if they haven't, I'm with AOI 2012. They'll figure it out where you'll whatever. But like the physical copy is basically like, you know what I mean? Like if they shut off the servers or whatever, like I only have 10 gigs of the game. I don't have the full game. So.
Thank you for releasing me.
So that was what was the other night. They start to that becomes something that they all start to say.
Yep.
If you remember that, because when I started doing that, it came to me. I hadn't even heard that. That's the first one I've heard. But I was like, "Thank you for releasing me," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" They start to all say that because they run out of tutorial. I mean, you can only say so much about the game's controls and like enemies and stuff. Thank you for releasing me. Another one, and if I do a Hangout, I do want to do one for Spyro 3.
There's your key.
There's the key. I gotta get up somewhere. Spyro 3, and I might be the only one person on planet Earth that remembers this. maybe you will. There is a challenge in Spyro 3 involving a cart. You get in like a mine cart, and you do these challenges with a seagull in Spyro 3. I failed that so many times because of the time limit or like how hard it was, like with these things dropping, whatever. You die a lot. As a kid, I did the challenge so many times that when you die, the first thing the seagull goes, it warps you back. It's probably going to immediately give me post-traumatic stress disorder when I see the seagull. Because the seagull goes, trouble with the trolley, eh? And says that.
I remember.
So he says that 3,000 times because I would die. And just, it got to the point where I think a friend came over at one point when I was doing a playthrough and was like, trouble with the trolley, eh? So.
I very vaguely remember it, but I don't think I ever completed that. I think
you just stopped. You said, no trouble with the trolley.
It probably ticked me off enough times to where I quit. Because when I was a kid, I wasn't like I am now where I like 100% things.
Yeah.
So if it just ticked me off enough times, I just quit.
It's also cool that this package came out for a lower price. Yeah, it was only... It's only $40. I got it for like $35 or something.
That's what I paid for it too. Cause
I feel like because I had an Amazon discount. That was before they cut off their little discount thing.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. They gave that to us a couple of years ago, and then just we're gonna take that back away from you. Well, they started it taking it away when they stopped with the collector's editions. Getting the discount.
That was the start of it. I'm in a weird position where. Yeah, with Amazon, they give discounts still, but it's $10 and you have to use it on Amazon.
Oh, really?
So the animations are awesome in this. I just love... There was a chance they could really skimp on these, and I'm glad Crash and Spyro, like, they did them right. They didn't... I mean, except for the download, they didn't give you the full game, but...
But yeah, they could have kind of showed you some stuff and misled you.
Yeah, they could have.
Think that it was gonna be good, and people would have bought it.
Yeah, because of nostalgia and stuff. But they did it out. They did it right. Like I don't. Oh, frick! I'm an idiot. So you see, I'm blue now.
He's green now. You took another hit somewhere.
But yeah, it is cooler. It was a cheaper price. So was
That's little guys. There's a bat flying around.
So
over there.
I did think this was awesome that Crash and I gotta hit him twice. Oh, Crash and Spyro both came out with all 3 games on one disc. Well, except for Spyro, without a download, for like $30-$40. Like, and I think Crash is even cheaper now. It's like, man, if you haven't got it yet.
I almost bought Crash for the Switch because I could take it with me, but because I still haven't gone back and beaten it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't done everything for Crash that I would have liked to. The Crash came out at the time when so much other stuff was coming out.
Yeah.
Mario came out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, Crash came out in June, didn't it? Mario came out in
Mario
March?
came out in November or no October.
Was it October?
Mario.
So I was probably still just playing Mario when Crash came out.
Yeah.
Or no.
No.
Crash came out in June. Mario came out after it.
Yeah.
So I have no excuse.
No excuse. You tried to, but it wasn't happening.
Something else came out in June.
But I just love the simplicity of this game. I don't know, just still getting these gems, and I remember...
You better heal yourself or you're going to love the simplicity of death.
I did forget that when he dies, Sparks dies, because he's grabbing those gems for me when I get kind of close. And he, like, I got hit enough, and I had to go up and actually collect the gems. It was like, oh, frick.
Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
I think they did a great job on the animations. They nailed that, and looks great. Kenny's opinion on the PS1 Classic. Have you heard kind of the newer news on that? People are kind of crapping on that a little bit.
The lack of good games on it.
Apparently, there's a little input lag, and they didn't have like Tomb Raider on there, Crash and stuff, but
Not really.
Are you
interested.
super connected with the PS1, or you don't really?
The PS1 to me is Resident Evil, which we're getting those.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
Spyro, and it is Crash, and it is Cool Borders 3. Because I played the crap out of Cool Borders 3.
Yeah.
And,
And somebody made a good point, or I don't
played
know who
Medieval.
said it.
I liked Medieval. I never beat that.
I don't
But the
think that's
PS1
not
to
on
me-
there. Is it?
Huh?
Is Medieval on there?
I don't remember, but the PS1 to me was like, it was exciting to me because the PS1 was like, you not only did you get these good games and Croc, like that was
Yeah.
another one that I played,
Yeah.
but like a lot of times we got these magazines and they came with these demos.
Yeah, that was
And
one of the best parts.
It was so exciting, like just to get these demos and just to play through them, and I think that's how I ended up playing Medieval in the first place.
Yeah, me too, through demos.
was through the demo. And so the PS1 to me was like, it was like there was a constant stream of new content, and I was a kid, so it didn't need to hold my attention very long.
Yeah.
Like a demo was perfect for me as a
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, me too. That was really
So
awesome.
it holds a lot of nostalgia to me, but the games that I really, really played a lot on the PS1, I've got now remastered. I've
Yeah,
got
that was the
Resident
thing.
Evil
That was the
1.
thing, dude. No Crash or Spyro, but it's like we've got this, so I'm okay. Like, it's a bummer, but I get they're in a weird position of like, do we use those slots for a game that we've already just remade, or do we, you know? But there were some that was kind of weird, like Tomb Raider, like that's on there, and Gran Turismo and that stuff. But okay, how do
You
we
gotta
get
get
this?
up there.
How we gotta do this?
You're gonna have to go
Okay,
back.
we gotta go back and go off that edge. I think that's the edge where the actual chest is at. I loved doing this, jumping up and stuff with the charging. It feels great.
You're gonna charge right off the edge.
But I am still getting it. I did know there's people that canceled their pre-order and stuff, and I saw that online. But I am so in with the. I'm so in because I still. I'm nostalgic for it, just like I was the NES and SNES, those minis. They will hack it, and I will fix all the issues. I'm gonna hack it, and all those things that people are canceling, I will fix it. So,
Yeah, well, you just told everybody that you're doing that as well.
police, if you saw this, that was a joke.
It was a joke. He didn't mean it.
Putting an emulator on it. Well, the emulator's already on it. They're actually using the emulator that I use for PlayStation 1. That's what you're buying. They are using an open source like emulator on it.
They're just giving you a show.
Well, they're making a cool little PS1 model of it, I guess. Got the key.
You remember where that chest is?
We gotta get to 400. I think it's up there. And how am I gonna? Oh, I go
back
here.
there the way you. The chest was out on.
I think it's probably faster to go back around this way, isn't it? With me
no.
charging, it is.
Oh wait, does it just take you back to the beginning?
Yeah, I think it does. It wraps around. I think. Nope, I'm an idiot. But how do I get up there? There's 3 lives up there. Drubo, thanks for retweeting Rocco's opinion on Soul Calibur 6. The origin story of that one character was totally funny. Yeah, that was really good. He got invited, one of the members of Mega64 got invited to do a playthrough of that new Soul Calibur game. Has a created character. And Rocco makes a character named Jorgo. And it's this shirtless guy with green hair, so... but let's talk. Well, we're heading back. Oh, is there a guy that's alive here? There used to be dead, dude. Well, we're heading back. Big Sony news. In 2015, we had one of the best E3s of all time. 2016, we had Kojima return. We had amazing stuff. 2017, another just smorgasbord of games. 2018, oh my gosh.
You're going the wrong way.
Crazy details. Where am I going?
You need to go.
Oh, up that thing.
Yep, and
Yep.
across.
Thank you. I would have died. But today, Sony said, you know what? Oh, and then last year's E3. Okay, we're going to do 3 different areas, and we're going to play we're going to be in the actual theater is going to be what's inside Last of Us 2. Some cool stuff, some cool ideas. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't. And let's see if that is enough to get me. Oh my gosh. I'm missing 2 gems. I hate when this happens. It just like caused me anxiety because it was like, where are those last 2 gems at? Now
they're probably on 2 lampposts somewhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. I'm thinking on this lamppost. But they looked at all their innovations and said, you know what? This year we're going to do no E3. That's how innovative we are. So I don't know what the hell to feel about that. The rumors are along with that are attached to that are that things are getting heated up for 2020 to launch these consoles, or at least the PS5. Like it's really looking like that's what is going to happen. So maybe they just showed too much on last year. They didn't have it. Like, what are they going to even show? They didn't want to have a rehash, so maybe this was the smart thing to do. So, but it's the first time in 24 years they didn't do it. So it's like, wow, you're breaking tradition there. I don't like that. But
I saw in the article.
But I trust in Sony. I trust in them.
In the article that I read,
yeah,
they had the quote in there that said, "We just didn't have very much to show.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to set expectations high and let people down."
Yeah.
And I respect that because every year you get stupid hyped for Sony's because you're like, what on earth could they have? And then they tell us they're going to do it in 3 separate conferences. And you're like, holy crap. And then they drop Resident Evil 2 remake on us like completely out of nowhere. And that's what they've been known for the past 3 or 4 years. Or those.
But you can only do so much.
And this year
he's
like, we could show Days Gone, but like you've seen that.
Yeah.
We could show, I forget they had another game. They said
Ghost of Tsushima, but we've seen that as well. Like it's kind of time to.
It's just we're just waiting for those games to come out, and that is what it is. And I also think this is, like you said, more evidence that we're getting the PS5 in 2020.
Yeah.
Because
I think they're going to show it off next year.
There's not very much. There's probably not very much more in development for the PS4.
Yeah, and I think all those games, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, Days Gone, Death Stranding. I think they're all cross-gen.
Death Stranding is going to would push the PS4 to its absolute breaking point.
Yeah,
I feel
but I think it will be cross-gen. I think it's going to be on PS4, and then you're going to see a PS5. What I hope they do is a Twilight Princess deal, where they launch that PS5 with Death Stranding and PS4 Death Stranding day one. Do that. Like, that would be awesome. But that's a weird launch title too. Like, but if they have a good, they have
Kojima.
A good,
like if they launch with Kojima, they're selling consoles.
Yeah. Because it'll look better on PS5. So, but man, that is a no lose situation. I cannot find these last 2 gems, and I'm going nuts. I'm going to go back up here.
What?
I'm going back up here.
Go back over there.
We haven't explored this over here yet.
Yeah, what's up there?
I mean, we did, but not. We didn't really poke our noses where they're not supposed to be. That's what's in the official guidebook of Spyro.
Poke your nose where you're not supposed to be.
If you poke your nose where you're not supposed to be, you might find 2 freaking gems you need. They are on lamppost. You're right. Oh wait, what's up there? Why is that little gremlin up there?
To throw snowballs at you.
It might be that gremlin. That gremlin might drop a green. There it is. Boom. 100% level complete. So that pops up now. That's good too. It reminds you, it's like, hey, just get out of here. Don't forget FF7. Yeah, that is on.
Oh, I forgot.
That's on the PS1. That was the one where it's like I would cause a war. And the remakes. How do you even get that? Is that over the last thing?
Hey, when are we getting the Final Fantasy VII?
I want these lives. Okay, I think that is moved to PS5. That is not, you know what I mean?
It's Amazon's got a placeholder date for it in this year.
I don't think it's happening. How do we get these extra lives?
I want these. Need them.
I need them. I need them.
Where's my phone? I want to look at what date Amazon has. Because I feel like it wasn't just like a stock.
I saw them popping up the other day, but that thing, they announced that a little bit too early.
A little?
Good thing on that, though, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out January 19th, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's out, that is that director's full focus, is just Final Fantasy VII.
No, it does say December 31st, 2018.
Yeah, that's his placeholder stuff.
I'm ticked that how are they going to give me Resident Evil 2 4 days before Kingdom Hearts 3?
I think it's the same day, isn't it? Or
No,
it's
December 25th for Resident Evil, or I'm sorry, January 25th and January 29th for Kingdom Hearts.
okay. Let's just get out of here. We're going to the next level. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is 2020. I think there was rumors recently it was 2019. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. And I ain't believing.
Have we heard anything about that?
I ain't believing nothing. No.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Director considering options for companion titles.
Those are kind of those Advent children, or not Advent children. Well, that's the movie, but like the Crisis Core for PSP they did, and all those.
Can we just play the game, please?
Yeah, they announced
Gosh, this song.
So let's hear what it sounds like in the original.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Release Update 2019.
So they bring all that bass in. You hear that? It has that kind of low quality, but it still does the classic Spyro music. Have you guys voted for the VGAs? No, but I should get on that. I did not know those were up. I voted last year. That's the vote that counts this year, honestly. That's the biggest vote of the year. Let's turn this sound back. I like the new music. They did a good job on it. Dr. Shemp.
Ready, dude?
So the VGAs will be our last reaction stuff of the year. That's coming up in a couple weeks. When is that? It's very soon. December 6th. Yeah, it's coming up before you know it. That will be our final reaction videos of the year. We won't be doing a Sony E3 reaction 2019, so another one bites the dust. Oh, I'm done. That's one way to get his gym. No.
Wow.
That, I guess that was my my thinking with these kind of PS1 classes is like that enemy just ran off. You know what I mean? Like that would never be in a modern game. It'd have a little bit different, but they made it very true to the original game. You know what I mean? Like these enemies, the layouts of the levels. Where I wonder how that connects with like a modern like kids playing or like. Do you know what I mean? Like the simplicity of the stuff. With like modern graphics.
Yeah.
But I'm having a fun time. I'm not like dogging or anything. I'm just saying like people that are not me that have a nostalgia to it. I wonder their connection with it. If you guys in the chat, if you played the original Spyro when you were a kid, maybe haven't played it, what do you think of it now? Watching or playing? Oh frick. They're sending way too many up. Oh my gosh. My Sparks is getting hurt. I'm still getting hurt a lot. For as much as I'm saying how easy this is. I need her to get hurt. Oh, we'll come out there. There's a big raffle on the VGA site, but only for residents of the US and A. Give it a try, guys. Well, I didn't win that lottery at the beginning of this year, so I need to win the VGA's lottery.
I'm winning the VGAs. Sorry.
I would say it's a bigger... They give you all the games you want for the rest of your life. That has to be it.
That sends you up high. The swirly thing.
Yeah. But guess what?
Secrets. G-codes.
Secrets are no fun. You should tell everyone.
Well, they're all watching. And if you're not, well, That's why you don't know the secret.
Man, there's lots of little places.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot.
Look up,
Oh, frick.
Did you see the sun was like eclipsed?
Wow.
Look on the screen. And you missed it. You'll see it again in a second, I think.
If I don't die again. Reigniting. But if you guys played the original Spyro, those watching, what do you think of this remake? Can't get me. Fool me once, shame on me.
Yeehaw.
Shame on me twice, shame on you, as they say. I am the expert Spyro player. Woo!
You ran into Big Mama.
Okay, we're going back here. And we're not... Oh yeah, the sun is eclipsed. Wow.
Dude, that's
What is
sick
this
looking.
level? What is this freaking level?
Dr. Shimp.
Dr. Shemp. Okay, we're going to go right here.
Dr. Shimp has
We're gonna-
blocked out the sun.
Really? Now, what I remember is in Spyro 3, they added that kind of flutter at the end. Do you remember that?
You could like kind of pop
and
up.
in Spyro 1,
You
it's
press
not in
triangle.
there. Yeah, you press X and then press triangle, and he does a little, like, kind of...
Gives you like an extra 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get up on that sparkly thing. And
Oh, there's more gems up
yeah,
there. Yeah, we're going to go back.
There's
We have to go
another one
back.
right there.
No, I like this one.
A purple gem.
Purple gem. I'm not strong enough. Not me, but got the PS1 version some time ago, and we'll get the collection eventually. I'm interested to see what you think of it. I'm not playing the originals. I remember, I think another reason, I don't hate Spyro 2. I had fun with Spyro 2, but I think part of the reason why it might not be my favorite is because it was difficult. There was kind of some difficult things from what I remember, so it'll be interesting coming back as an
I just
adult
remember
playing that.
there was this stupid lava level.
Yes.
And you had to
yeah.
spit those fireballs.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, that level
It
sucked.
was hard.
You did.
No, I'm the best Spyro player in the world.
You spelled worst wrong.
And I think I'm going to have to go from one of these places to go over there to her.
Yeah, you're
Or
gonna-
I think that'll come out there, but we'll see. Let's see, am I high enough to do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. I love charging. That was really fun. So what did you like more, Spyro or Crash?
Spyro.
You were a Spyro guy? I was a
Yeah.
Crash guy. I liked Spyro a lot, though, but I was a little, maybe if I just go. We're going to try it one more time. I think
did love Crash Warped. Crash Warped
3 was your favorite?
was so stinging good when I was a kid.
Oh, this will be good. We might talk more in detail on the podcast about this, but Detective Pikachu, your thoughts on the trailer? I think I had an opposite reaction of everybody in our group chat.
I didn't say anything from that. The jury's out on that one for me.
Really? Because I was watching it going,
Dr. Shemp is so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
yeah. I watched that trailer and I was like, who is this for? I don't know. Like, I just had the reaction of just like, I don't even think you can make a Pokemon movie, but, and this might have been something that went well in Japan, but what the frick is Pikachu a detective and he talks? I don't get that. Like, that doesn't, like, register with me at all. As a
Well-
movie, that doesn't, like, I can't even think what to describe. It's like if they made a movie of Clifford the Big Red Dog and he's like a cop And he like gets into battles and stuff like with like enemies, and it's like I thought Clifford was just this cute dog that played around, but now he's got a gun, and he like gets mean. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I felt when I saw Detective Pikachu. Why is Pikachu have a hat on and he's a detective? I don't know. It sounds like somebody out of some marketer's mind. It sounds insane. It sounds like some 80-year-old guy was like, you know what they like? I did some stats. We did some stats, and they like Detective and True Detective on HBO, and Pokemon's popular. Why not have Pikachu be a detective? I hate everything about the movie. I hope they do well, but gosh, like for me, I hate this concept. It just doesn't.
I love your
It doesn't freaking register to me at all. It is insane. But that's my thoughts. I'll probably rehash that on the podcast.
You're gonna have to go back around. I didn't hate it. I didn't particularly love it. It was weird.
But did it make you go like, yeah? But I saw people legitimately, and this is where I'm like, I put my cards down. I'm out of the game. I saw people go, this looks amazing. People say this looks incredible. I was like, I'm missing it. This is going over my head. So for people like, oh, this guy is.
Who was the most hyped in the group chat, Jacob or Travis?
I think Jacob. But yeah, we'll have to. Okay.
Dr. Shimp just gave you a whacking.
But I can get his butt. His butt is exposed. I don't know how to. I gotta maybe go on back.
Wow, it's a big butt. So
the butts are bigger.
My initial reaction to that trailer, because I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Did you know Danny DeVito was going to be voicing him at first? Pikachu? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I read Danny DeVito.
That sounds right, actually.
Was going to be.
That actually sounds correct. So Pikachu having Ryan Reynolds' voice, was very weird to me. Like if you're gonna give Pikachu a voice,
it's better Danny DeVito, I guess.
Well, they toyed with it. They made like a I forget what it was called. It was like an origin story where they rehashed Ash and Pikachu meeting up and all that stuff, and Pikachu talked in that too. And everyone flipped out. Pikachu had like a girl's voice, and she like said something to Ash when Ash was like passed out. I don't remember. I watched the thing and I laughed because I was like, "This is so dumb that they did this."
But I like that. I'm okay with the concept of a Pokemon movie, and seeing it realistic is kind of like funny and weird.
But Pikachu talking,
Pikachu
with
talking
Ryan Reynolds'
and
voice.
Yeah, I don't get. But I'm in the minority, maybe, or maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a split. Oh gosh,
okay, I gotta lost Sparks. He's watching you.
There we go. That was some pro gamer tips, right there. But yeah, I have to click every freaking thing on my own now. Okay, we need 49 more.
Well, you've got a key to something that you haven't opened.
We gotta find the chest. I love doing that when there's a big row of metal ones.
There's your key. It's over there.
Nice. Hidden placement.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot.
What's in the box?
I'm gonna give.
You're gonna give it a shot.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
You're a bigger man than I am. No.
It's a to me. It's a spin-off.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting spin, but it's a spin-off.
It's a spin-off, alright.
It'll be what it'll be, I guess.
It'll be what it'll be.
And I might like it. I might hate it. Chances are, though, the way that it looks, I think I'm gonna hate it.
And I'm putting everybody else under the bus. I bet 99% of those people are like, this looks amazing, are not going to go to the theaters and see it, and they will watch it on Netflix when it's on there.
Probably.
That's what
I don't know if it'll ever get to Netflix.
I think it'll definitely get to Netflix within a year, I would say.
I don't know if that's a Netflix kind of movie. They'll probably want you to
But what do you
buy
think
it.
in the chat? Are you excited for this? Am I... Again, something's going over my freaking head with this this thing.
I'm gonna pull it up. I want to look at Pikachu. And see
I want to look at Pikachu too. So we did Dr. Shemp.
Have you seen the Pikachu meme that's been...
Yes, it's a
I love that fucking meme.
Night Flight. Okay, so now these
These are the fun...
are the ones where you have to... Now, I actually had to
I
do...
love
I had to do
these.
these quite a couple tries because you have to do them all at once with the
Yep.
time thing, whatever. It took me like a couple tries this last one. Tweet, did you watch the Xbox event last week? What a big chunk of waste of time. Quick story on that. We were filming for our big project. We've been teasing this big project we've been working on. We haven't told
already
any...
missed it, right?
Already missed something. So we'll just die. We've been teasing this to people watching or whatever, but we were in the middle of that, kind of on break or whatever, and Travis had that pulled up on his phone, and we were dying laughing. We were dying laughing at that stream. There was a big Xbox thing they did last week, and it felt like we were laughing because it felt like they had actors there, like celebrating all these announcements. They had people like, "We are going to bring this. We're porting this game," and you're, "Oh my gosh!" Ah! It's like the smallest thing, and people are going nuts. So people get onto us, maybe rightfully so, that we're kind of harsh on Microsoft. But what was going on with that? We were cracking up there. So made for some good on-set kind of laughter.
If Microsoft didn't
Whatever they were doing,
Marshall,
but
you've missed the ring again. 2 rings missed.
What up, M. Dobry? Hey, I have been like crazy, so haven't been around. You have been like crazy, or it's been like crazy?
I do this.
If you've been crazy, let me give it the old actual try here, and we'll see. I'll let you get in. So the last one I didn't know the path. You're supposed to take there's a right path for you to do these things. Okay, so we'll go to the chest now. And hopefully this leads us to the next thing I gotta destroy. Okay, there's gates. Right. Now this is getting a little bit harder and it feels, you know what I mean, like, it still feels good to play. I was worried that the stuff would be too easy. Okay, now we need what? What do I need now? Gold?
You have to light those on fire.
These. Oh my gosh. Let me try it. Crazy busy. Okay, he hasn't been crazy. I've been reading for 4 hours. Well, I'm glad to see you, M. Droby. M. Dobry. Good to see you again. We're talking about Pikachu. We're talking about... Have you played the original Spyro? And other people in the chat. Marketing, sustainability, and product positioning. Give us a nugget from marketing. Are you learning about in that class? Oh, you suck, dude.
I'm gonna go back and get it.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna work. Okay, looking good. All right, you got it. Mdroby. Do they talk about when, like, is it in the books, I wonder, yet, in marketing stuff, or, like, PR or whatever, about, like, social media nightmares? Like, when a company fricks up, you know what I mean, on social media, says something they shouldn't, or, like, they do something
These
wrong.
chests suck. They won't break.
You gotta flame them at the right position. Do they say that stuff yet? Are you learning about that yet? Like, here's what you should do. For a while, a lot of them were, like, these kind of companies on Twitter were all doing, like, never forget 9/11 things, but they were doing it so poorly, and they'd always have to apologize. Like, that wasn't in good taste to promote our new T-shirt or our new product on 9/11. You know what I mean? Like, this is a 9/11 special, and they just were stupid. You know what I mean? They just weren't thinking, and I wonder if they are talking about that stuff yet or not.
That one's hard to get. So is this one. I'm scared I'm gonna go too low.
You don't have to
Like
go.
that.
You don't have to go super close. I mean, you can be a little bit farther away from it and flame it, and you should be okay. And you missed one, it's over because the way it turns and stuff. You're looking good. It's more like ripping the customer off, taking care of the environment, being ethical.
Ripping
No, it's more like not ripping the customer off.
Yeah.
How do you not rip the customer off?
Give it away.
I guess not. Give it away. Is that in there? Is that a tip? It's probably stuff like more like being ethical, like probably like don't market like, hey, this is 15% off, and you go to there and it's like, oh, did we say that one? The ad in small print said it was only for like 2 hours today.
I crashed.
I'm not doing PR anytime soon, or I might not at all. Yeah, that would be a tough job for certain companies. I think it'd just be hard in general, but wait, are you not doing the rings first?
No, I skipped them. I'm going after this.
What is that?
I don't know. Somebody probably telling me I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, like kind of hinting that you should not have done that. Okay, you gotta hand this over.
No, I'm winning.
Yes, it does involve social media. So they're saying like best practices don't freaking
Don't do
don't
social
do a
media.
9/11 clearance thing.
What the? They cheated me. I was through the gate.
Yeah, what are they saying on that?
You could have hit a lantern right there.
I'm not ready yet.
You should be. Gives you more time.
Not ready. I'm gonna do these chests. I know this is what called me to do. Ah, frick! I pulled a U.
So, did you lose power? We had a big ice storm.
Yeah, we had a big ice storm here.
And it was just ice. And, like, when I left for work this morning, the tree in my front yard had a giant branch, and half of the power was out in the city. And traffic is already sucky trying to get across town as it is. And with a cop directing traffic, good luck. I'm like 10 minutes late to work today because...
we did not lose power. There's people on the other side of town that did. That I just learned is still off. Their power's still off.
Yeah, so we didn't, and
You lucked out then.
my fiance Brittany had power when she left this morning. She just texted me because she's going to take a practice test to get her teaching license. She has no power, no Wi-Fi, no heat in her house.
So how's he taking the test with a battery backup?
She's going to her aunt's house to take it.
Okay, we're doing this now.
Doing it.
Where are the other freaking 3,000 of these light? Okay, right here.
They kind of
Frick.
blend. X
X.
X to the Y.
Ah. Okay, there's the last one. Oh my gosh. No, I have to finish this now.
I have to do it.
I want to do a marketing certificate. I was bent on human resources, but there are not a lot of jobs in there right now. Interesting. Basically, listen to your customers on all platforms. Social media is a new form of advertising. Nice.
You know what's interesting though?
Who's doing freaking Apple's marketing social media? Because
Hey, who are you?
Yeah, I've tweeted to them 18 times. Every single time they Every time
Hey,
I have to
I
charge that
found out-
freaking mouse and I can't use it.
I've found out, okay, I agree with you, poor design. But you can charge that thing for 30 seconds and get 8 hours of battery life out of it.
I just
So
stop what you're doing though is insane and not be able to do anything. So in that time when I'm waiting for it to charge, I do.
why don't you charge it at night?
Because
Why don't
I
you
don't
just
have
freaking plug it in?
I don't have notification center on because I don't want 300 things like notifying me in the
Okay.
corner. So I have everything off because apparently it does warn you when you're like 20% or whatever, but I don't have anything of that on.
Okay.
I just want.
I have that mouse at work now. I
Yeah.
have that at my new job because I use a Mac. I have had that mouse for 3 weeks, or not quite 3 weeks. Anyway, I've had it for a long time, and I checked it today, and I'm only at 83%. And you know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug it in at night one time when I notice that it's a little bit low. And guess what? I'm gonna come in, it's gonna be 100% charged. and I'm have
You're
worry
gonna
about
still
it for
see
a
me
month.
complaining online. I hate that it just doesn't have something in the front that I can't keep using it. It's
Here
nuts.
comes the ice zone.
So tell you what we've been on to do. Computer science, plenty of jobs. Here comes the ice zone. Oh, I think that was something I said from a Dark Souls stream I did. I'm sick of Apple turning them other business courses. I really want to do YouTube next semester for a marketing sustainability plan. YouTube is going down the tubes. Like, yeah, YouTube is like, there are people like some of my people I'm subscribed to on YouTube. There was another person today that was like, we are going to have to do a Patreon. Like, everyone is kind of having to move to Patreon because their jobs are like, the way that they're like marketing and they're not showing certain videos to certain people are like, yeah, we're testing something new. To where like you just won't see people's subscription. It's like, why would I not want to see people that I've subscribed to in my subscription box? You know what I mean? Like, we're just doing these new algorithms and it's fricked people up. Oh, it was Bloodborne. That's right. It was Bloodborne stream. Yeah, they have really fricked people lately. Very bad.
It was awesome when
They've
it was
screwed.
simple, and
Yes.
they have made it not simple.
They want to be like an ABC or like this kind of channel thing, and they've started knocking people.
It's the same thing with Instagram. Instagram did the same stupid crap. They got algorithms, and now like you get to see like the most recent posts that they would expect you want to see.
Yeah.
And then after you
I
scroll
just want to see
past
stuff
that,
in order. I just want to
after
see
you
stuff in
scroll
order.
past that, you get to their like. You're all caught up, and then
Yeah.
it goes below.
I do-
Here's
I
what's
like that.
recommended for you.
I
I don't like.
I
That's
like-
freaking annoying.
I do
don't want
like-
to see what's recommended to me. I want to see what I want to see.
And I think they do show it. I could be wrong, but I do like that it shows you, oh, you're all caught up. Because sometimes you'll just keep scrolling, like, okay, you get to a couple and you're like, I've seen this picture, I've seen whatever. But,
Show me I'm all caught up and keep showing me what I follow. Maybe I want to go back and see a particular picture.
we have to go back.
We have to go back to the island.
Let me see. Okay, there's a na dude. I thought
Get
I
him.
already got him.
Get him again.
Get
Can
him
I get
again.
him?
I have to find the, is that like the main
The
boss?
balloon.
Oh, the balloon place. But is there like a boss?
I thought you fought him, Dr. Shim.
Well, in the last one there was like a different. Maybe that is Dr. Shim. Maybe that is the final boss of this place. So let's go to the balloon place.
So check this out. This is an interesting predicament we ran into at work the other day.
Yeah.
So work for a trucking company. Drivers are harder to come by. So we promote on Facebook.
Yeah.
And we try and get people to fill out an application, and then our recruiter will follow up and call them.
Yeah.
One of the problems we were having is that Facebook will put out the ad,
Yeah.
and people will comment on the ad. It's not notifying the company because the company didn't post it. It's an ad.
Oh.
So we're
that's
not getting
weird.
notifications that people are commenting on our ad. So people are commenting,
So
asking
you
questions.
kind of have to keep that
So
page open. And
Our
just-
recruiter is like, "Hey, can we get with the person who does this so we can figure it out?" I don't know what ended up happening. I was kind of just in and out of hearing that conversation, but I thought that was interesting that our page is sponsored off Facebook, and whatever post that we've designated to be posted,
Yeah.
people are commenting. And one of the drivers actually is one of the ones who pointed out. He said, "Hey, I saw this on Facebook, and somebody commented, and no one replied to him."
Oh, weird.
And they were like, "Well, we didn't get any notifications for that." Hey, it is the ice zone, dude.
Here comes the ice zone. Ironically, I was just finished studying employment law the night when I seen you were streaming. That was a fun stream. Oh, you now I remember, like, you were studying all that stuff. You were doing some, like, exams during that time. Mdroby. Streaming Bloodborne. Yeah, that was a fun stream. Something to run by, because it's something...
This guy's so hard to catch. He's so hard to catch.
Oh, gosh. This guy's... he just knocked me out. I'll run it by some of you, and I'm thinking I'm going to do this probably starting next year, maybe soon. We'll see what holidays are coming up, but you've come when I've played, like, even like the DLC for like Zelda and stuff we've done. So I'm thinking I want to do certain hangouts. It might even be called, this might be a whole new thing, but Bloodborne was something I was thinking about recently, and these other ones where I kind of went through a lot of the game. Like, I did a big chunk of the game. Tony Hawk, those are the first things I streamed. I went from title screen to the very end. Like, I finished the game. But those have to be multiple parts. I can't stream those all in one sitting. I can't stream, like, they'll all be kind of under 10-hour games, like, to get through. Maybe they'll be longer, I don't know, but I'm thinking of bringing those back. What do you guys think about that? Like, just complete to start to finish. I don't want to do that for every game, but I'm thinking about bringing those back. But then it might be something else.
Reclaim our treasure and recover the ace from those pesky blue thieves.
Those pesky blue thieves. I remember these enemies in detail. It's funny to see them, though. Oh, I remember those freaking guys. The wizards guys? Yes. Oh my gosh, because they would tear me up.
Just watching that guy over there look all weird. Like, the pose that he struck gave me PTSD.
They would tear me up. Next semester, my teacher gives me free range on what to do on a marketing plan, sustainability study. I seen you playing Tony Hawk, but I am sorry those games are so boring to watch. No offense taken. Purple would have been a good color for the room today. Yes, it would have. We still have time. Not to play, but to watch for me personally. Yeah, I get that. I like the game you were playing with that ninja. Oh, yeah. Ninja Gaiden. Games like that,
you stream Ninja Gaiden?
I streamed Ninja Gaiden for Xbox. Very hard, still really hard. Games like that,
games when I was a kid were awesome. They were impossible.
Yeah, games like that I'd be open to trying. Oh yeah, they raise up platforms.
Yep. And you cannot.
Yeah, I hated these.
They block off the walls too. He's got the wall blocked to where you can't go through.
Yeah, you can't go through the other way. Old turds.
I really want to watch you try and catch.
I got him.
The egg guy in this world.
I feel like in the last games, the original, I had to get up there before I could got those guys.
I'm pretty sure those guys interfere with you catching the egg guy too.
Oh, really?
They raise up those walls and get in your way.
Yeah. This guy about knocks me out with a freaking club.
I like that they're boxers. When you knock them over, you
I also watched my brother play Spyro, but I never did myself for the PS2. Yeah, they had PS2. I played the what was that called? Spyro Enter the Dragonfly was the first PS2 Spyro.
I didn't play it either.
And I thought it was fine. I also played the first Crash for PS2, but then I kind of learned that it was a different developer, and then the new ones came out, and I kind of fell off at that point. So I played the first Enter the Dragonfly, and what was the other one called? Not Wrath of Cortex. Is it called Wrath? No, that was Crash Bandicoot 2, wasn't it? Wrath of Cortex. Got him.
It's not that one that's hard to get. It's the other one. It's the one at the very beginning of the world.
Ow, hurt sparks. Now I'm green.
There's sheep over there.
As much as I hate this thing because this uses up so much battery, and you can't turn it off, so it's as dim as possible. I do like when they do stuff like this. We got some sheep.
Sheeple.
Got you now, bucko. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I got you.
I got you on camera. Look up Mr. Bubs. Mr. BUBZ on YouTube if you haven't already.
Every Tuesday night we have people over at my house.
Yeah.
We're like a small group. And
Yeah, you
every
are.
Tuesday night I update them on what's going on with Mr.
Yeah, you
Bubs.
got it. You have to.
And none of them care.
None of them
But
care
I
about-
don't care that they don't care. They need to know what's going on with Mr. Bubs.
I think we all have to know. Oh, this guy will not even let me through.
He's a
Hold
troll.
on.
The cowboy costume.
Oh,
For Halloween.
it was Freddy Krueger. It was Freddy Krueger.
No, they did a cowboy.
Oh,
Was it Freddy Krueger?
It's Freddy Krueger,
I
yeah.
thought it was a cowboy.
He says I'm coming for your nightmares.
When you see errors like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge. Lo and behold, look what's at the top of my
Try it.
Instagram.
Mr. Bubs. Mr. Bubs. Good stuff. He says he's coming for your nightmares. Yeah, Mr. Bubs is a good guy.
It is Freddy.
I'm coming for your nightmares, Mr. Bubs.
Spent so much time chasing Garbage Man in his dreams, I forgot to chase my own.
There's something about, like...
You wish you knew how to quit.
yeah. I love collecting these gems. I'm addicted. Like, as a kid, I was addicted to getting 100% all these gems. And Banjo Freak Kazooie. Donkey Kong 64 was the worst for that.
This portal leads to a
I couldn't stop it. I couldn't quit it.
and learn to fly.
I had a gem problem.
Remember when I was a young child, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
On the thing is right. He likes to do it with his toys. But yeah, Mr. Bubs is a fun little dog.
I wonder if that dog has ever bit them.
Oh, definitely.
Because it gets ticked.
Somebody said, this is legitimately funny, but man, that's sad that dog is like has some serious anger issues. It really is kind of a messed up dog. It is a messed up dog. Like, you can't bring that around anybody. I mean, maybe people do want to, like, they do come around him still. Maybe even more.
Well, I love it.
So check out Mr. Bubs. That's my recommendation. Oh, there's a little secret right here.
MISTERBUBZ.
BUBZ.
Mr. Bubs.
Respect the Bubs. God of War, Red Dead 2. Well, we'll get more awards at VGAs.
Red Dead.
That is a good question.
I think unfortunately Red Dead, but I
got the key. Why won't it let me open it? What the frick?
I'm not big on the Red Dead games.
Is that not... Is there a different... Maybe there's two chests.
Could be.
Maybe it's glitched out. That's hard. I think Red Dead. I'm putting my money on Red Dead.
Red Dead's bigger and like.
I watched Jacksepticeye play Spyro 3 days ago. My cousin watches him.
Red Dead's bigger in like pop culture, and it's. I don't know. You don't see.
I don't know. God of War though.
I don't know. It did have its things, but I see Red Dead stuff on like ESPN. Like ESPN posted something about Red Dead, so like you didn't see that for God of War.
Yeah. I guess there's two keys.
He did.
He did. Oh my gosh, that knocked me out. That knocked me out. Yeah, I remember those wizards being really hard.
There's a balloon buddy.
Balloon buddy. Okay, where are we at? We're at 262. There's a freaking chest I can't open. I like to, before I go into any level, get all of these. I like to 100% the world. Because I'm OCD.
You didn't kill the first na.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. Not the very first one.
Oh, I went a different way, didn't I? Went down there. I love doing this. Where's the na?
At the very beginning. He's in one of the caves.
Na.
And he's very hard to get.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna be a nightmare.
I told you.
How do I even get up there? Do I have to like, is that it? I just can't get him?
He comes back down. I think you have to have... I think I'm having a flashback here.
Flashback.
I think you have to be supercharging, and when you jump,
Oh.
you come up through that.
Maybe you're right. Where's the supercharge at though? Let's try to get him. Maybe that was it. Nice. Got an egg. I don't even know where to use those eggs at.
I remember being a little kid, and that took me a long time to figure that out.
So I had this key for this chest. Is there 2 different chests? Like, is something glitching out? Am I gonna have to freaking call the police? You wait for the holidays. I told everyone it's cheapness so I can afford school next semester. Yeah, I can't wait for the holidays either, man. Breaks. I'll actually get to play Red Dead again. I played Red Dead. Red Dead is a game. Oh, frick my life! You have to like devote. You have to sit down and have 2 hours, 3 hours ready to play. This game I could jump in and play, 30 minutes or whatever. But Red Dead, you gotta freaking devote your daggone life to it.
I'm excited because this year for holidays, I actually get time off.
Yeah, that's good too.
I get the Friday after Thanksgiving off, and I get Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and New Year's Eve and New Year's
Nice.
Day. And
You got Christmas Eve too?
Yep.
I had half day at my last place of employment that way. Do you like Black Fridays, Dweebo? Funny you mentioned that. I do online, but this is the first year we as a group would always go out, and this is the first year we're not doing that because
PJ party.
all of the deals are online. I like how I just sneezed and actually did a flame. All the deals are online now. I do like Black Friday, but it's changed. Things have changed. It's all online now. It's not worth it to go out on the crowds when it's like all the deals are online. So I really enjoyed the rush to go to these places. My wife hates it. She is the exact opposite. I love the rush and the thrill of like going out and trying to get the best deal physically, like in a store. She doesn't, but I liked that, and I kind of missed that big time. And I missed the Black Friday fights are not as good as they used to be. That was also a tradition, is looking up Black Friday fights on YouTube. I always looked forward to those. They were so freaking good. Just go to Starbucks later with everyone. But then I'd be like pushing people all the way for like the best deals on coffee. Wait, there's a secret in here. See what I'm seeing?
Yep. Last year's Black Friday, I was miserable.
Yeah, you had just done a marathon and we put you in a freaking wheelchair.
It was a 10K. It wasn't a marathon. So it was 6 miles. 6.2 miles.
It was 10 miles.
And we went to the mall, and I rode around in the shopping cart. Like the when you sit in and drive around with the basket on the front.
Because you couldn't walk.
I was so dead.
Okay, we're going to get in here.
I don't think you're gonna do it. You're scared. Scared.
Nice. There's the key.
chest.
There's the chest. So there is a different key.
That one sucked.
That one did suck, and it was really hard to get into. Where's the other key?
We gotta find the key.
You have to find the key. If you see the key, type in the chat, key, in all caps. Ice caves. Where is the other key? There's another. Oh, we are going. Oh, I know what to do. No, I don't. I bet I have to go down here in super speed and hit that. Oh, okay, that's what I gotta do. Tricky.
That's gonna be difficult.
No, not for a professional.
You better let me do it.
AOI 2012 trying to trick me. So you saw the key. There is no key. Nice! Nice! 100% level complete. Ooh, I can sleep tonight. That's what that means. I won't be anxious and shaking. Because I did not. Let's see. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. We have to go back. Is that where I started? Okay, that's where we started. Okay, let's get to the first level here. We're actually close to wrapping up. This might be a good place to wrap it up. Let's see. We have Starbucks in Canada. It's better than Tim Hortons, but Tim Hortons is cheaper, so I go there. I finally bought Starbucks Holiday Blend. I wanted to try it for 3 years now. Well, I'm glad you finally got that Holiday Blend.
I have a pack of Starbucks Holiday Blend
Yeah.
that hasn't even been ground. Like I bought the beans.
Yeah.
So I could grind them myself.
Yeah.
And I just remembered that and got really excited because I'm gonna totally.
Well, thanks for the reminder. He's gonna get some Holiday Blend. What is Holiday Blend? What's in it?
It comes once a year, so they do different.
It's
flavors.
candy canes, ground up candy canes.
No, it's just
Candy
like
canes.
I think mine's like. What kind is it? I think mine's like cherry and dark chocolate. But it's not like
dark chocolate.
It's not like. It's just like hints of it. Inside the, it's like flavored.
Yeah.
Starbucks Holiday Blend, but it only comes once a year.
Nice.
What flavor are they doing this year? Let's find out.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us for this hangout. Had some good discussion in the chat. Thank you for watching. Next week, Kenny will be back, and we will be playing Pokemon Let's Go, which I am not getting, but Kenny's getting, and we're going to kind of sit down and check out this game. So, looking forward to seeing how that turns out. And so join us next. We're actually not going to be streaming next Thursday because of Thanksgiving. So we're going to be too thankful to even be on stream. There's no way we could be on there. So we will be streaming Wednesday. Next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Edition, correct?
Yep.
Pikachu Edition. So you know we are going to be flicking our Switch controllers, whatever we got to do motion-wise to get that game to work. So thanks for joining us. That will be next Wednesday again. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this archived 3 years from now, you're like, what in the world? I can watch it now. You've already seen it. You're a time traveler. Go on to Twitter and type in DweeboYT, or go into Google or Bing or AskJeeves.com and type in DweeboYT. I don't even know what will come up on Ask Jeeves. DweeboYT. But that is our Twitter. You can get updates on when we're streaming, when the podcast comes out, anything that you need to know about the channel, what's happening with the Dweebros. Go on there, DweeboYT. Follow us on there. Also, we are on Apple for the podcast. We are now on Apple Podcast.
Nice.
Got that hooked up. I think it's on there now, but if not, it's on iTunes. Check it out. And we will see you next week. Any last words? Let's go.
See ya.
Pikachu. See ya. Yeah. Later, guys. And we will go out with the longest Spyro flight of all time. and then I'll land on this ice. I don't even know why they didn't fix that in this release. This game sucks. Just kidding.